Welcome to Tech Intersect. I'm your host, Tonya Evans, and my life and work exist at the heart of law, business, and technology. Yeah, I've earned a few fancy titles and degrees over the years, but the bottom line is I'm a writer, speaker, teacher, and lifelong learner, and I'm really excited that you've joined me on this journey. So what is Tech Intersect? Well, it's authentic, empowering conversations with really interesting guests who demystify complex topics to prepare you for the future. Because your future is now. And it exists where law, business, and tech intersect. Get ready to listen, learn, and leverage. Let's get started. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's officially official. Hashtag Hot Tech Intersect Summer. That's a mouthful. But it's because summer school is in session with me, your favorite professor, Tonya M. Evans, a.k.a. the CEO of me. But you can call me Professor T. And this is the first time I've hosted curated summer content under the Tech Intersect Summer Class series powered by Advantage Evans. And I am really excited to share this with you and to try something new. Now, this is going to be a little different than our regular weekly show flow, so listen closely, take copious notes because I'm a professor. There may be a pop quiz at the end, and you want to be my star pupil, so pay attention. First, I'm moving to a bi-weekly format. That's every other week. I've taken over the production reins for the summer thanks to the free 99 Audacity audio editing program and YouTube University. I've been in it for 48 hours, and I actually did produce my own podcast back in 2009. It was called the Lit Law Podcast for Writers on the Go. I feel like I was one of the first people podcasting. I don't know, but I did have a show. I think it was like 10 episodes, and I think it's still on iTunes. So go check that out and see how far I've come. But I definitely needed a refresher course, so shout out to YouTube University. I appreciate you. And since this is not my area of expertise, I need a little space, a lot of grace, and definitely pace. Space, grace, and pace, as I tell my students. So this is early and often. I have some fantastic interviews coming up for future episodes, but I have also spaced out my interview schedule to ensure I have blocks of time for rest, for self-care, for travel, lots of travel, and during my leave of absence from the law school, research and writing as a co-hire at the Penn State Institute for Computational and Data Sciences. I'm also working on a book proposal, a manuscript, and a revision of one of my books from my series back from 2005. It was a series of legal reference guides for writers and other creatives. So stay tuned for more information about this epic season of rest and travel and creativity. Because what I know for sure, in my Oprah voice, what I know for sure is that creativity needs space to breathe. So that's the plan. And of course, I'm proud to have faithfully published weekly content since December of 2019, kind of like pre-pandemic. Well, COVID was a thing in December of 2019, but evidently we didn't know it in the United States until 2020. So started the podcast December of 2019 while holding down a full-time day job and a thriving CEO of Me Life, building Advantage Evans Online Academy and Advantage Evans Legacy, my professional keynote speaker brand. And I've spoken at some amazing events recently, including Decoding the Future of Work and Wealth for HubSpot's Black at Inbound, and I presented Blockchain and the Future of Media and Entertainment for Professor Crystal Houston at the Newhouse School at Syracuse. And I recently did a presentation in conversation with the comptroller at the Office of the Comptroller of Currency. I've also appeared on outlets like NPR, PBS NewsHour, and Newsy's primetime show, The Why, and much more. And earlier this year, if you are a regular listener, perhaps you heard when I celebrated my 100th episode with a two-part episode with the Minda Harts and also Laura Shin. Go back to episode 100 and hear those fantastic eps. So I've been knee deep in the podcast game for well over 2 years. I have 123 episodes going strong. I haven't missed a week until the summer series. So I'm excited to pause and to take a look back and to take a long summer's nap. And as I mentioned, a few international flights after Italy, France, Portugal, and Spain cool off. And I'm taking a carry-on bag because you know the airlines are crazy, but I digress. Anyway, I'm hitting the road and have microphone that will travel. So once I hit the road, you are coming with me as well. More information on that in the weeks and months to follow. You are listening to the Tech Intersect podcast with Professor Tonya M. Evans. Powered by Advantage Evans. So, to summarize, every 2 weeks I'll tee up a previous topic, but also put a new twist on it. So, think what's new since we last covered that topic. And I'll also try out an hour-long format. It gives me, I don't know, it gives me a little more room to delve into topics and to provide more insight and resources to support you in leaning into the future of work and wealth and creativity more confidently. And this will also help us stay ahead of the curve because tech and innovation and the legal implications of all of that in particular, they move so incredibly fast. And I always want to make sure that you have the latest information and we continue to stay ready on this exciting leading edge so we don't have to get ready, right? So for this summer, I am carefully curating the most engaging conversations and revisiting some of the most essential and popular topics at the intersection of law, business, and technology, with a focus, as always, on access, inclusion, and empowerment, because the future is definitely now. So let's get into this hot tech intersect summer. Eat your heart out, Meg the Stallion. In fact, don't do that. Come on the show. I think that you're crypto friendly. If anybody knows Meg the Stallion, tell her to holler at me and come on Tech Intersect. And let's stay in touch on Twitter. Follow me at IP Evans. That stands for Intellectual Property Professor Evans, IP Evans, and use the hashtag Tech Intersect for all your ahas, oh no's, questions, and suggestions, especially about who you want to hear more from and what you want to learn during this summer session series. The first session will air on July 26th at noonish, because that's my business. And in that episode, I will revisit a really important topic: access, inclusion, and economic empowerment in the future of wealth. So we'll take another look at crypto, DeFi, and the Black investor. I'll also explore decentralized finance, what the goal is, what the promise is, and certainly the pitfalls, especially with some of the really prominent protocols having serious liquidity issues, wreaking havoc on an already volatile economic environment in the crypto asset class. And, it's a microcosm really of the broader financial market. So we'll take a closer look. I believe that when you are well informed, you make well informed decisions. And when we have new information, we get to make new decisions. So ABL, y'all. Always be learning. All right, class is in session, and your homework for this and every session, please take a moment now to like, comment, and subscribe to this podcast and share this pod with your network so that others who would benefit from this content can find it. And extra credit for you eager beavers if you use the hashtag Hot Tech Intersect Summer, that's Hot Tech Intersect Summer, to keep this conversation during the summer going. And extra credit if you use the hashtag Hot Tech Intersect Summer to keep this conversation during the summer going. I just might answer your question during my office hours segment of this summer session series. So definitely use not only the hashtag, the regular hashtag, I should say, Tech Intersect, but for this summer in particular, Hot Tech Intersect Summer. And finally, a quick reminder on digital safety. There are a ton of scammers and bots out there on social medias impersonating me and others and promoting scams, etc., all the fake engagement. So, just to be clear, now hear this. I will never slide into your DMs to say peace and blessings or hey, or to push any Forex or none of those things. I will never reach out to solicit your time or your money in DMs. All the information that I provide is in this podcast and on my websites at proftanyaevans.com and, of course, advantageevans.com and techintersectpodcast.com. I'm not a crypto trader. I'm an educator and an attorney licensed in 4 states. Thank you very much. I'm here to inform, inspire, and empower. No cap and no Forex. So be careful, make good choices, and to help you protect yourself out here in these social media and crypto streets, I've developed an entire free masterclass about the topic. So check out secureyourcryptobag.com for more information. That's secureyourcryptobag.com. Okay, that's all for now. I look forward to spending this summer in session with you. So until next time, continue to shine.